Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into one of the absolute most exciting and honestly most misunderstood milestones for any content creator. Yep, we're talking about hitting exactly 10,000 subscribers. If you've ever looked at a creator's sub count and thought, what does that actually look like in the real world? Well, you are definitely not alone. We're going to unpack this whole thing together because what really happens at 10K is fundamentally different from what most people expect. Understanding this, it's basically the secret sauce to building a real, sustainable business around your content. Picture this. You refresh your dashboard and boom, you finally hit that magic number, 10,000 subscribers. You take a deep breath, look at your channel, and immediately think, okay, so how much money am I actually going to make now? I mean, does this guarantee you a steady $50 a month? Is it a cool $1,000? Or is it literally nothing? Well, prepare yourself because the surprising answer right out of the gate is that 10,000 subscribers guarantees you absolutely no specific income whatsoever. Crazy, right? To figure out why that is, we're going to run through a specific blueprint today. We'll start with the 10K myth, then break down the monetization math, look at why niche and format matter, explore expanding your revenue streams, and wrap up with your creator blueprint. Think of 10K not as a finish line where you get handed a salary, but really as day one of an audience-based business. All right, let's jump right into section 1 and bust this wide open. The 10K subscriber myth. There is this huge misconception out there that the second you hit this milestone, some magical $1,000 paycheck just auto-deposits into your bank account. But let's imagine two creators. Creator A and Creator B both have exactly 10,000 subs. However, Creator A is only pulling in about 2,000 views a month, while Creator B is crushing it with 300,000 monthly views. Are they bringing in the same cash? Absolutely not. No way. Creator B is making a dramatically larger amount of money simply because they have way more monetized viewing activity. So here is the absolute crucial takeaway. Your subscriber count, it's basically a vanity metric when we're talking about direct ad revenue. Subscribers show the size of your community, which is awesome, but your views are what actually create the opportunities to earn. Look, if your massive list of subscribers isn't clicking on the new stuff you make, they just aren't generating revenue. It's that simple. Let's keep that momentum going into part 2, the math behind monetization. It really helps to pop the hood and look at how these earnings are actually calculated. It turns out the whole equation really comes down to 3 little letters, RPM. That stands for revenue per mil, or basically the revenue you earn per 1,000 views. This is the absolute core metric that platforms like YouTube use to figure out your paycheck. It sweeps up your ad revenue, your premium views, channel memberships, and even features like Super Chat, and divides all of that by every 1,000 views you rack up. Now, what's super interesting is watching how this math scales. Keep in mind, these are totally hypothetical numbers. Your actual RPM is going to bounce all over the place. But let's just say a channel has a $3 RPM. If they get 10,000 monthly views, they make $30. Pump that to 50,000 views, you're at $150. Hit 100,000 views, that's a cool $300. And if you scale all the way up to 500,000 views, now you're pocketing $1,500. The big lesson here isn't to just copy-paste these numbers into a spreadsheet. The takeaway is that your monthly views multiplied by your RPM is really the only equation that matters for ad revenue. Which naturally brings us to part 3, niche and format matter. We've got to toss a few more variables into our equation here, because, spoiler alert, not all views are created equal. Think about this for a second. Channel A makes hilarious, broad entertainment videos. Channel B makes highly specific tech and software tutorials. Let's say both pull in exactly 100,000 views this month. Is their RPM going to be that same $3 we just talked about? Almost certainly not. They could be wildly different. Why? Because different audiences attract totally different advertiser demand. Brands selling expensive software are going to pay a massive premium to reach an audience actively trying to learn software. But a company placing ads on a random comedy sketch? Not so much. Everything from where your viewers live to the specific topics you cover changes the math entirely. And hey, it's not just the topic, it's the actual format. This is a tough pill to swallow for some, but 10,000 views on a short and 10,000 views on a long-form video are absolutely not equal revenue opportunities. They are running on completely different engines. Shorts monetization is based on pooled revenue from the feed, while long-form leans on traditional watch page ads. Getting 1 million views on a short sounds amazing, and it is, but you definitely cannot assume it'll buy you a new car the way 1 million long-form views might. As a creator, you really need to understand what format you are building around instead of just obsessing over raw view counts. Moving right along to section 4, expanding your revenue streams. Listen, if you're only focusing on that RPM number we just discussed, you are leaving so much on the table. Depending strictly on AdSense is basically a beginner's mistake. These platforms have so many built-in features to help you monetize. Sure, you've got watch page and shorts ads, but what about your cut of premium subscriptions? What about channel memberships where your diehard fans pay a monthly fee? You've got super thanks, super chat for direct tips during live streams, and even integrated shopping. Your channel can be so much more than just a simple ad machine. It is a full-fledged audience-based business. And let's step outside those built-in tools for a minute and talk sponsorships. A lot of creators think, man, I only have 10K subs, no brand is ever gonna look twice at me. Wrong. Brands care deeply about exactly who is watching your videos. What niche are you in? How intensely engaged are those viewers? Does your audience naturally fit their specific product? Believe me, a small, highly engaged channel can be incredibly lucrative to a sponsor. There is no magic subscriber threshold you have to cross first. If you have 10,000 people who hang on to your every word, sponsors absolutely want a piece of that. And that exact same logic applies to affiliate income. Let's say you drop a video titled, Best Microphones for Beginners. The person clicking that video has incredibly high intent, right? They've practically got their credit card out. They want to buy a microphone. 10,000 subscribers who are actively looking for solutions and clicking your affiliate links are vastly more valuable to your wallet than a passive audience of 100,000 people who just want a quick laugh. Audience intent is literally everything. All right, let's bring it all home with part 5, your creator blueprint. What are you supposed to actually do with all this information today? First things first, we need a mindset shift on this number. Stop staring at your screen groaning, ugh, I only have 10K. Close your eyes and imagine 10,000 real, living, breathing human beings standing in a room with you. That's practically a stadium. 10,000 individuals decided the stuff you make is valuable enough to stick around for. Your job isn't just to blindly sprint toward a bigger number. Your job is to figure out exactly what those people want, why they keep showing up, and how you can serve them even more value. And you know what? When you provide that value, you are going to eventually hit an even more important number, your first $100. Making your first 10, 50, or $100 is a massive, game-changing milestone because it's not even about the cash. It's the ultimate proof of concept. You proved that someone out in the world finds your content so valuable that they are willing to exchange their hard-earned money for it. Once that happens, the whole game shifts from how do I get more subs to how do I make what I do 10 times more valuable. So here is your blueprint to start acting like a business owner right this second. Step 1, find a very clear audience. Step 2, solve actual problems for them. Step 3, never stop improving your thumbnails and titles. Step 4, actually study your analytics, know your click-through rates and view durations. And step 5, build genuine trust. Listen, if you're sitting at 200 subscribers right now, you aren't too small, you're just early. Your first 1,000 subs teach you how to build an audience. Your first 10,000 prove you can build a community. So I'm going to leave you with this one provocative question. Are you going to treat 10,000 subscribers as the finish line, or is day one of your audience-based business? The reality is, a 10K channel can make next to nothing, or it can be a massive financial engine. It all comes down to your views, your specific niche, and your ability to earn trust. So look at whatever number you have right now, remember that those are real people giving you their time, and keep creating, keep learning. Because honestly, your next true die-hard fan might be watching you right now.